world. That is over now. The world is all about completing cycles, and you are complete when it comes to experiencing that lack and needing that outside validation. Why do you need validation if you know who you are? You don't. You don't need validation when you know who you are. You don't need to prove yourself when you know who you are. When you know who you are, you create. You don't react to your thoughts that are, your inspiring downloads that come through. You don't react and go, oh no, I don't know if that's true. Let me ask around. That's still reacting. You get a divine download. Maybe you journal on it. Maybe you sit with it. You close your eyes. Maybe you take action on it right away without thinking about it. That's creating from a soul pull. When there's a download that comes through, I'm hearing some of you say, how do I know if it's a download or if it's just my thoughts? Thought is not ego, thinking is. And it might not just be a thought that comes through. It could be just this overwhelming knowing. Because when you are connected with your identity of really understanding who you are, like knowing your power, that opens the channel because you are surrendering to the trust that you have with your channel. And this muscle can take some work, but it doesn't have to be hard work, and it doesn't have to be heavy, and it doesn't have to be confusing. Let's keep this as simple as possible. Anytime you're feeling flustered or like you're disconnected from your power, know that you're not. You literally never can disconnect yourself from your power, because that's like, as long as you exist, you are very powerful. In the quantum field, time does not exist, so we're always connected with source. It's not like before we were born we were, and when we die we are. No, we're always connected, period, as long as we're alive and not alive. And so when we know who we are, the decisions we make are easier. And I've noticed as I've really stepped into try not to say stepped into, as I've claimed this identity, there's nothing to step into, like stepping into abundance. No, we are abundance. We don't need to step into it. We are abundance. We are powerful. We are conduits of the divine, right? When we know who we are, the decisions, the actions, the thoughts, the beliefs, those all support that identity. Identity of I'm not ready, or I'm not sure. Anything that follows I am, that's the identity. That will create those dysregulated thoughts and emotions and nervous system and make you react to life because you're not creating it. Because I'm not feeling very empowered. And it's not about feeling happy all the time. There's a difference between that toxic positivity, spiritual bypassing, that overrides what is being called to look at, right? Emotionally, when we let our emotions move through, that can cleanse the channel so beautifully. But that knowing is still there no matter what is happening. No matter what is happening. We can use our belief systems to work for us or against us. When they're working against us, we can change that. So it's always a curious little adventure as far as what we're feeling, what we're experiencing. If we're feeling off, okay, great. That's a part of this human experience. It's not anything bad that's happening. And I say that with love and respect, not trying to diminish any suffering that you have been through, but let this be empowering. There's a major cycle closing in your life, and it's needing permission and validation and looking on the outside to make sure you feel safe. You are cultivating the safety inside of you, within you, all around you, by consistently looking and feeling into who and what you are identifying as. And it's the magician, it's the creator. And as you continuously choose to be the creator of your reality and claim that for yourself, there's a lot that is coming to an end. There's a lot that's ending. There's people that might be falling away. There's situations. There's, like, I'm hearing health problems that are falling away as well. Healing, like that's your body actually healing. It's incredible that just knowing who you are at the core can take care of a lot of issues. You're exactly where you need to be.